So, as you may have seen in the news, the US and Israel have started a war of aggression against Iran. Now, the ceasefire talks that were currently going on seem to have just kind of collapsed at this point, and this war looks like it's going to continue on. So, Iran is run by a theocratic authoritarian regime. Now, as bad as that regime may be, the US attacks on Iran are illegal, and not only that, they are immoral. And you might say, well, why is that then? If it's so bad, why would the US intervening be not only illegal but immoral? Well, we've seen this happening in similar countries in the region before. The US and its allies intervening with the promise of regime change, that things will get better, and things just getting worse, and hundreds of thousands of civilians dying in the process. Imagine, for example, you're in your garden, you look over your neighbor's fence and you see your neighbors fighting each other. The husband is hitting his wife. And so you think you should do something about it. So in response, you decide to throw grenades over the fence. You look over the fence and see that you've killed their two children. You've now made the situation worse. People have died. And the people you were trying to save don't feel like you've saved them in any way. They feel like you've just attacked them and the people around them. And this is exactly what the US and Israel is doing now. They say they're trying to save people, but all they're doing in the process is killing innocent civilians and creating a state that is much more hostile. Imagine you're a person living in Iran. You might be really anti-government, but if you're taking your kid to school and then the US blows that school up, killing your child, your priorities are going to change. You don't see the regime as the most evil thing. You see the US and Israel as the most evil regimes because they're the ones attacking you and literally killing your family members. So the US isn't even really sure why they're in this war. Trump has at points said that he's trying to save the Iranian people, but at other points have said their civilization will die and they will all be living in hell. I mean, that doesn't sound like saving the people to me. The people who stand for this war say they're doing it because they support the Iranian people, but all they're doing is becoming useful idiots for the US State Department. These attacks are war crimes, and the only countries becoming terrorist states at the moment are the US and Israel. They don't care about the Iranian people, and they will murder more people if this war continues. The people who will suffer the most will be innocent Iranians, so if you stand with Iranians, you will want this war to end. Don't support Trump and Netanyahu's illegal wars anymore.